Hello and welcome to Business News. The National Bureau of Statistics, in its latest report, says Nigerians paid about 63% more as road taxes to state governments in 2023, while highlighting the growing importance of road taxes and state-level finances. The Bureau's report shows that the Federal Capital Territory did not collect any road tax revenue in 2023. According to the freshly published internally generated revenue report, road taxes paid by Nigerians surged to 40 billion naira in 2023 from 24 billion naira collected in 2022, representing an increase of 63.3%. The nation's economic center, that's Lagos State, topped all states with 16 billion naira in road tax revenue for 2023, despite collecting no road tax revenue in 2022. And it's accounted for 41.7% of the total road tax in 2023. Ebonyi State recorded more than 1,000% increase, rising from 72 million naira in 2022 to 2.85 billion naira in 2023. And Nigeria's tax reform is underway with 4 executive bills currently before the National Assembly. These bills add the Nigeria Tax Bill, which replaces existing tax laws with a modern framework, the Nigeria Tax Administration Act Amendment Bill, which seeks to strengthen the enforcement powers of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, the Nigeria Revenue Service Bill, establishing an independent revenue service, and the Joint Revenue Board Establishment Bill for the purpose of fostering interagency collaboration. President of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, Mr. Samuel, bird his mind on this new development.
Beyond VAT, I know that even personal income tax, the various state government will get a lot of benefit from that, because what is in that bill, what has been contained in that bill will help the various state government. I don't see us having difficulties in moving to 18% once everything is done. But of importance, and we need to keep on saying this from time to time, is that it is not enough to collect taxes from the people. What is key and what will engender confidence of the people is when you spend this money and people, the populace, the taxpayer can see that you are spending this money for the development of the country. Once this is done, then we bring about voluntary compliance. And of course, once there's voluntary compliance, the trajectory will be moving at the upward trend.
The House of Representatives Committee on Renewable Energy says it will investigate the usage of $2 billion renewable energy grants given to the country. The chairman of the committee, Mr. Victor Afam, a representative from Anambra State, said in a statement in Abuja that the public hearing scheduled for Tuesday and Wednesday will cover from 2015 to 2024. Mr. Afam alleged that investments meant for the development of the renewable energy sector in Nigeria had not made a commensurate impact on the energy security challenges of the country. He said MDAs with dealings in investment, procurement and receipt of grants for the development of the renewable energy sector would be investigated, while calling on all stakeholders to attend the public hearing. Financial markets began the week on a cautious note, though moves in currencies stole the spotlight ahead of a busy week headlined by the U.S. presidential election. The week will also provide investors with global monetary policy catalyst, with rate decisions from the Federal Reserve, the Bank of England, the Reserve Bank of Australia, Riksbank and Norges Bank. MSCI's Broadex Index of Asia-Pacific shares out of Japan rose 0.6%, recovering from its fall to a 5-week low on Friday. U.S. stock futures reversed early losses to last trade higher, with Nasdaq futures rising 0.42%, while S&P 500 futures gained 0.27%. Euro Stoxx 50 futures were flat, while FTSE futures eased 0.2%. The latest business survey shows that India's manufacturing growth gained momentum in October after decelerating for 3 months as demand improved significantly, helping in job creation and leading to a better business outlook. According to S&P Global, the country's manufacturing purchasing managers index rose 57.5% in October from an 8-month low of 56.5 in September, and it was above a preliminary estimate of 57.4. chief India economist at HSBC, says the country's manufacturing PMI picked up substantially in October as the economy's operating conditions continue to broadly improve. And 7 French families have filed a lawsuit against social media giant TikTok, accusing the platform of exposing their adolescent children to harmful content that led to 2 of them taking their own lives at 15. The family lawyer, Laura Bortin-Mamion, in the lawsuit alleges TikTok's algorithm exposed the 7 teenagers to videos promoting suicide, self-harm, and eating disorders. The families are taking joint legal action in the judicial court and will be the first group case in Europe. The family lawyer said the children's parents want TikTok's legal liability to be recognized in court, adding that as a commercial company offering a product to consumers who part of them are minors, the company must therefore answer for the product's shortcoming. TikTok, like other social media platforms, has long faced scrutiny over the policing of content on its app. And Saudi Arabia and allied oil-producing countries has postponed plans to gradually increase oil output until the end of the year, extending the output cuts by 1 month. This announcement was made on OPEC Plus Alliance website, which comes ahead of the U.S. presidential election. In June, OPEC said 2.2 million barrels a day in voluntary cuts were extended until September, but would then be gradually reduced month by month until they are eliminated by September 2025. OPEC later extended the cuts until November. The group, Saudi Arabia, Russia, Iraq, and the United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Kazakhstan, Algeria, and Oman later extended the cuts again by 1 month until the end of December. Crude prices extended gains today, rising more than $1 on the decision by OPEC Plus to delay by a month plans to increase output, while the market braced for a week that spans a U.S. presidential election and a key meeting in China. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude rose to sell at $71.28 per barrel, with an upward price review of 2.58%. Brent crude futures also experienced an uptick of 2.39% to sell at $74.85 per barrel. When light sells at $78.62 per barrel with a downward price margin of 2.84%. And for the OPEC basket, crude oil dealers offer $71.27